Okay, hi everyone. Time for another video from Spain, and it's April the 22nd, Wednesday, and I want to talk about the quarantine in Spain. We're still under quarantine, but they are starting to ease some of the restrictions. It sure doesn't feel like that, I have to say that. I want to talk about that in a minute. Now, I do want to get to the updated statistics. As of now, Spain has 204,000 cases, 21,282 deaths. We're down to around 400 new cases a day, so that's good. Things are going down, so from a peak of about 900, so that's much better. Now, what I did want to talk about is the children will be allowed to go out and play finally, so that's great news. We got to get the children out. We got to get them out of the house because they've been inside, the poor children, for over 5 weeks now. They haven't been able to go out and they haven't been able to do anything, so I really feel for the children. So that was great. They'll be able to go out starting the 25th, I believe it is. This weekend they're going to be able to go out and play for like an hour. Now they are talking about letting people go out and exercise. As of now, they haven't allowed that. I've never felt the feeling of living in like a police state, and I almost feel like that now, and it's kind of scary. I have to be honest with you, because going out the other day and there's a lot of police around in the streets. That's why I'm going down the side streets now. There's police patrolling and things like that, and giving out tickets, fines. And it just feels really uncomfortable because Spain is not normally like that. Spain is a very free society. The police never bother you, and it just feels very strange. So it feels very strange to live in kind of a police state. I've never really been down the street. It's kind of interesting. It is. So I hope that changes. I don't like the feeling of that, and I hope where you are it's not that kind of situation. But that's very uncomfortable for me. And I know some people that have gotten written tickets now, and the tickets are very expensive. They're like 500 euros. So that's the feeling that I have. A lot of police out patrolling. They feel really tight, the lockdown, and they're supposed to be easing restrictions, so it's kind of a dichotomy. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Okay, this is one thing I wanted to talk about. In Madrid, they highlighted a family. They were living in their car, and that's just a shame. And that's just how the economy, people are being very severely affected by the economy. The economy is basically collapsing. And there was this family, and they were living in their car in Madrid. They have nowhere to go, and they're just living in their car in the middle of this lockdown. And it was on the Spanish news, and it's very sad. And there's a lot of people that have offered to help them, so that's very good. So hopefully they can get some help. But it was a man, his wife, and their child. Well, he was a grown man, and the man had a florist shop, and the shop had to be closed. And they just had no money to live. They're living in their car. So it's just a shame. So there are side effects to these lockdowns as well. The economic effects can be very devastating as well. So that's one thing I want to talk about. Now the car coming in. The government, they bought hundreds of thousands of masks from China, and a lot of these masks turned out to be fake. They turned out to be fake masks. Can you believe this? So China was selling fake masks to the Spanish government. There's some men working up there. The Spanish government had bought like 100,000 fake masks, hundreds of thousands, I guess. People were actually wearing these. They were passing them out, and they were using these masks, and they were no good. They weren't protecting anything. So you can't always rely on a mask to protect you. That's just something you can't rely on, and that's just a shame that people would go ahead and sell fake products in this type of environment. So that's another reason. I know it's been talked about in other countries that you have to produce your own products because you can't rely on things from other countries, especially China. Okay, they are predicting a catastrophic year. I was also hearing about this in the news for tourism. And that makes sense, obviously, that they're expecting a catastrophic year for the tourism industry. They're talking about a lot of people being laid off. There's places that may close down, and I know that Spain relies heavily on tourism. You have a lot of hotels here, especially in the south of Spain, Barcelona, Madrid. You have a lot of people doing this Airbnb. You have a lot of tours going on. So this could all be very severely affected, and that is the forecast right now. So that is a very worrisome concern that is very concerning for the Spanish government, and that makes very good sense. So I do see some people out walking here. Now the other day it was some nice weather and I did see more people out in the streets, so maybe that's why the last few days there was a crackdown by the police. But like I said, it's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable to just to walk out to get groceries and see a lot of police on the street and a lot of patrolling, and you know, I guess they are stopping people and they are writing tickets if you're not in close to where you live or you don't have a reason to go out. So I only go out to buy. I'm going out now to buy something. I'm going to buy some bread and I make this short video and then I go back to my apartment. So that's what I'm doing now. So that's the situation here in Spain. So I hope where you're at, you're doing well, and let's hope that this starts to end soon. And it looks like things are going the right direction, so I do like that. And hopefully we'll be back to life as normal pretty soon. And I will do an update this weekend when they let the children out. I'd like to go out and see that, and that will be awesome to see their smiling faces and see them happy again. So that is something to look forward to. So I hope you're well where you are, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope you're safe and you are not affected by this horrendous beast that is out there. So thank you very much, and stay safe to you all. Be well.